Well, hello, everybody. Thank you so much for joining me today as I start this new podcast and video vlog. um, and as you can see, I am at my wonderful home and the woods that are in my backyard. So hopefully you can see me okay. I hope you had a great day. I'm coming on here today to talk about cheerleading, as this channel is going to be dedicated to cheerleading and uh, physical therapy and injury prevention, everything that cheerleaders need to know to help keep them healthy, safe, and on the field, on the mat, uh, anything that involves that. I also will go over fitness tips and injury and ways to improve your performance. My goal is to keep you doing what you love, because being out of cheer is not so much fun. So just a little bit about me. I'm Laura Turner, and I am the cheer PT. I have been was a cheerleader my entire life, from high school through college. I cheered at Northeastern University way back in 1990, and we were on the first team that at Northeastern that made the national championship. We had gone to cheer camp a number of times, really worked hard at it, and finally, my last 2 years, we were able to go and we went to Dallas, Texas. That's where it was held, NCAA national championships. The first year, oh my goodness, tanked. We just fell all over the place. We were out of our element, and it was a new thing for us, but we loved it, and we got so much excitement from it, and we were pumped watching other teams do what they did, and we were so motivated to go back. The following year, so the first year, I think we came in 13th out of maybe 13, I'm not sure. The second year, we came in 7th. Huge improvement. We nailed our routine. We were so proud. And we had a new choreographer come in, and he taught us new skills. And we were just really excited for it. And that's one of my best memories ever in college. And so I think cheerleading I've loved it ever since. Soon after I graduated, I started coaching. I coached at 2 high schools in Massachusetts, and started to see exactly what it was like going from being a cheerleader to being a coach, and wow, what a difference. I don't have kids, and the girls and the boys, because I had a co-ed team, all kind of became my surrogate kids. You really, when you see them hit a skill and learn something new, or they had a great day and they come in excited, it's so fun to see what they're going through as a youth. And so it was so exciting. I recognized that I had been out of cheerleading for a little bit, and so my own skills needed a little work, but I could teach the basics, and then I knew I had to ask somebody for help. I had to bring in choreographers, and I had to get them learning new skills. We went to cheer camp, and I think that was amazing. I think that's a great place for team bonding, as well as for learning new skills and kind of learning a basic routine, and then being able to implement that, especially because I think cheers get stale after a time. So I loved watching them learn new things, and they could really see them come together as a team. And then that started off our season ready to go for choreography. So I always knew that I had to bring somebody in to help with choreography and maybe teach a new skill that they needed to transition into that was beyond me. I'm not afraid to ask for help. And I know my limitations. I'm good at kind of seeing the big picture, putting things together, and helping to keep my team on the mat. From there, I went to the College of Holy Cross in Worcester, and I was there for about 6 years. And we went to cheer camp, and eventually we transitioned to have camp come to us because it just made the most sense for the team. And they really progressed over the time that I was there. I mean, they were pretty solid when I got there, and we were able to do back tuck baskets at the time, which we were able to do on the basketball court, and we were nailing our 2.5 high, and it was really exciting. And to be at a college football game with it was D1. 1AA, but football game, and it's just really cool. The band was there and the fans. And so loved the atmosphere again. We competed one year. I kind of held my team back, I think, a little bit. Maybe I should have allowed them to go. We had a great routine, but we just weren't hitting it solid. And I think it's more important to go out and hit a solid routine and be confident in it than to be going out and struggling and not hitting something. Because as a coach, you don't want to see your team falling, but the judges definitely don't want to see your team falling and not hitting their skills. And so to an extent, I regret that because I think it was disappointing for my team, but it was a great experience, and I think we all learned something from it. And for me, I still had a great time because I loved traveling with them and being able to give them different experiences, and it's something that I will never forget. I left Holy Cross in 2009, and my husband and I decided we were going to have a baby, and I got pregnant, and I lost the baby. Devastated, as everybody is, and it's a horrible thing to go through. My friend, who was a cheerleader of mine back in 2003, was now coaching at another local high school, and she's like, "Laura, come coach with me and be my assistant coach." And I was really hesitant because I had said, you know what, I'm done. I'm not doing any more cheer. I'm done. But I knew I needed to kind of get myself out of this funk. So I went back, started coaching, loved being around her, and it was really cool to see a girl that I had coached doing amazing things with this team. We had a great season and expanded, and I stayed again for the following year and became the JV coach and had new kids coming in with a whole different, coaching JV and coaching varsity and coaching college. It's a whole different mindset for all of them. At the varsity level, they're ready to go. They've been through all the basics. They're kind of ready to kind of put the drama aside a little bit. There's always drama. Every cheer jam I've ever been on, my own, when I was cheering, everything I was coaching, there's always drama. But it was a little bit more contained, and they could kind of reel themselves in and kind of get into practice and focus. In college, even more so. What I missed in college that I had in high school was the parents. Parents are so huge. If you're a cheer coach, embrace your parents because they do so much for you with fundraising and having your back, and so, I really missed them in college because the parents just weren't around as much and they weren't involved. They would come to watch the games, I would meet them, but they weren't there to help me like gear my fundraising and all that we needed. When I went back to coaching JV, it was a whole different mindset. New kids, freshmen in high school, coming out of 8th grade, coming just off Pop Warner, not used to being in a high school setting where they were practicing the amount that they were. I also, because as a physical therapist, I don't like to see people get injured, so I'm sticky. Like, you have to be able to climb the basic levels before you go and do an advanced level. And I was retraining them on some skills that I thought were on how to correct and hold a position. And so I think that was frustrating for them to an extent. But what I was seeing, and we ended up having a lot of injuries and quite a few concussions that season, which I am not happy about. And I think that happened because they needed to have a little bit more body control. They needed to really get their feel for where they were at and get their focus and be in tune to where they were, what they were doing. And I think that's hard. 14-year-old girls, they're all over the place, and rightly so. There's a lot of stuff going on. There's a lot of hormone changes and school, etc. And so, and they're not the strongest. It's, there's conditioning and body control that happens as a youth, but they have to get stronger and they have to learn body awareness and body control, and that comes with time. And so I left there. That was in 2011, I believe, and decided I was going to go back to school. Crazy. I had been out of school for a very long time at that point, and wasn't really sure that I didn't know where I wanted to go in the PT world, but through different education classes that I had taken, I was like, I'm going back to school. I want to learn more about motor control and body control and how the body reacts and maintains its position. In school, I had to do a comprehensive case analysis, and of course, I picked to do it on cheerleading and the rate of cheerleading injuries and how movement screening can help to reduce those injuries. And my research showed, yes, cheerleading injuries were on the rise. There wasn't a ton of research at that point in time. I think more is coming out now, and I think that's really important, as we're going, because from 1990, when I left the cheerleading mat, to now, skills have just like spiraled up, which is awesome. And I think as athletes, they've just continued to grow and grow and grow, which is super cool. But it's a learning curve. Injuries happen. It's part of learning the sport of cheer and the activity and the athleticism of cheer. And so they will happen. It's just the intensity and the catastrophic events that are important to reduce. I personally don't think you can actually prevent an injury altogether. You can be in a bubble, but then that leads to other things, right? I would never give up my cheer career. I think it was the most fun I had, and throughout, from high school through coaching, like I loved it. I love watching it. I think it's exciting to be tossed in the air, to flip in the air, and watch the tumbling stuff that goes, put it all together with music. It's just so much fun. And, that the friendships you form and the bonds you form from working really hard together, and the drama and the headaches that you go through really pulls you together, and you get your best friends ever. So to miss that because you have an injury that sidelines you for the entire season is devastating. I could see it with my girls when they were out with a concussion, like all they want to do is be back at cheer, and they had to let their brain heal. I'm passionate about helping cheerleaders stay healthy. I'm passionate about letting them continue to do the athletic activities that they want to do and that we love, and so it's my goal to help as many cheerleaders as I can to stay healthy, stay on the mat, and keep moving forward and progressing their skills. So this channel is going to, and podcast is going to provide information regarding injury prevention, regarding strength and conditioning, regarding ways to improve your performance and keep cheerleaders healthy and moving forward. I look forward to bringing in some different guests to help, keep the conversation going and talk about different injuries, talk about our challenges that we have either as coaches or as cheerleaders or as parents also. Because I think it's a whole team effect, and we all need to be, the more we work together, the better we're going to be. So please let me know if there's anything specific you want to see. I will be putting up some conditioning videos as we go along, and I will do more of this conversation. But let me know your thoughts. Hit the subscribe button. Let me know if you like it and what you'd like to hear more of. Sometimes I'll come to you from outside here. Sometimes my cat, who's inside my house destroying my kitchen right now, may come out and join us. But we will always talk about cheer. It will always be educational, as well as some fitness tips and some fitness routines that you can start to take and implement on your own. If you have any questions, remember, it's not medical advice. I am a PT. I look at mechanics. I will talk about mechanics and tell you what to look for. But this is not your individual treatment. If you've got something going on, you need to see a professional to figure that out. I can help lead you to somebody that's in your area. If you're in Massachusetts, I'm more than willing to talk with you and to work with you. And if you're outside of Massachusetts, I know people around the world that can help you through cheerleading, as well as through physical therapy and strength coach wise. So please reach out if you have any questions. I'd love to talk. And thanks for joining me. And I look forward to seeing you next time. Thank you. Take care.